My name is Christine Cherry. My education includes an associate degree in early childhood education and a bachelor degree in teaching English language learners. Presently, I am a preschool teacher, and I would like to teach in a K-3 setting. The desired position would be team teaching in the K-3 classroom. First, I want to share with you my educational philosophy. A very important aspect of teaching is having a welcoming environment. I want to make sure that I know my students, so I would like to review the background knowledge and any previous learning that might help them in this environment. Ongoing communication with parents is very important, and I am a respectful and responsible teaching. I love to have literature, and I like to incorporate music with that literature, dance, art, and drama in respect to the culture of the student. 21st century skills are so important. I like to incorporate DVDs, CDs, and computer lessons in respect to the literature. As we do this, we will be developing a global curriculum. And one of the most important things in teaching is to collaborate, lots of brainstorming, and lots of new ideas. It's all about learning about the earth together. This will assist the global curriculum. My management plan will be based on bucket filling. It will also incorporate being safe, responsible, and respectful. The literature that I will use is Will You Fill My Bucket? This has lots of visuals of a caring attitude in a global sense, based on cultural understanding and the global awareness. It's about placing stars and hearts in the bucket. During transitional times, the children will observe each other and interact, and as they learn, they will notice their peers doing fantastic things in the classroom. This is the development of classroom community and extending into global community. Classrooms that do this kind of thing are learning together with shared values. Visiting schools. Visiting schools is so important. And I visited several schools this year, but two of them I really focused on. And I decided that I recommended the Montessori pre-K environment. It had a lot of sensory materials for young children. The atmosphere was diverse, and the literature was reflected throughout the classroom in a diverse manner. There was a variety of visuals for learning, and this environment was nature-based. You could compare and contrast to the things that were occurring in nature. As I viewed this classroom, I visualized a road that was filled with all kinds of growing things, like a rainforest. It was really beautiful. I appreciated that learning experience very much. When I teach, I like to include lesson design. The first thing that I need to incorporate is research, my previous knowledge, and the knowledge that the children already have. I like to do measuring objectives. Retelling a story with the guided support of the teachers. The child will view pictures in the story and retell their version of the contents. You need to have and create lessons, lesson activities. For example, teaching about the Earth, the continent of Antarctica, having a book about Antarctica, and having the children realize that the inhabitants are really penguins. Scientists only visit there. So it is a unique continent. You can create puppets, And also, I recommend an extension, The March of the Penguins. This is an excellent film that the children really enjoy. You teach this, you have the assessments, and then the feedback. That is the lesson design. Assessment. Assessment is very important in the classroom, especially with K through 3, because you have to be very clear about specific goals that you want to incorporate in the classroom. The goals are very important. This can be interwoven with strategies, student participation. You want to be able to measure the assessment. There's communication between the other teachers. This is very important in teaching. Now you have your formative assessments. Those are occurring every day during your lessons. Ongoing checklists, observations, and at the end of your lesson, you have a question response. For older children, it could be a journal. The journal could be oral, written, reflects how they felt about the lesson and exactly what they learned in content. At the end of a specific unit, you will have a summary or a summative assessment. This can include portfolios, especially for younger children, because then you have a document of what they learned in the entire unit. It could also be used in a folder. There can also be papers. It can be done orally, and you can document it and review it at the end of the unit. And essays as the children are learning to write. When I think about a professional learning environment, I think about teachers that are leaders. They are there to provide for the students. They are leaders in their community. They have a healthy, safe environment. They are interested in diversity, in learning lesson design, and especially the academic success of their students. Planning together with leaders. Leaders coming together is a beautiful thing. They have their classroom management plan and building a classroom. Now, what I expect to see if I go into the professional learning community is I expect to have trainings happening all the time. A vibrant community that is connected together, or at least trying to be connected. Because it's about being a community that transcends into a complete global experience. My personal goals are to be part of a professional learning community, or at least to be part of the development of one. Continual learning. My goal also is to complete my Master's of Arts in Education. And ultimately, also, I would like to relocate to a diverse region of the United States to teach. I hope that you will consider me for this particular role as a kindergarten through third grade multi-classroom teacher. It's about working together as teachers in a community to help the children. And if the community is benefited, students, the teachers, the principal, all the resources, all the people coming together will be benefited by this experience.